Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a pick a card reading today. And so this one is going to be on a connection that you feel with another person. We're going to kind of go into the contract and just kind of see why you guys came together and what you're supposed to learn from it at this time. It's not going to encompass every single aspect of your contract, just a little bit for you to just kind of maybe gather some healing information or some understanding at this point with whatever's happening with this individual. This can be any kind of a connection, just so you guys know. But there's 3 different decks that you guys can choose from, and I'll let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle the rest of the decks. We have number 1 for the Thelema Tarot, number 2 Arcanum or Arcanum Tarot, and number 3 Tarot de la Nuit. I know that's not how you say it, but these are the 3 decks that you guys can choose from. We're also going to be tapping into the Archangel Chamuel Love Magnet by Wing and Bell. So I just thought this was a good organite to tap into the energies of connection today. So I'll put the timestamps down below to where you guys can go straight to the reading. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 1, the Thelema Tarot, let's get into your connection. All right, let's see what the energy of this current contract or connection is. I want to get an overall energy here for from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. What is the overall lesson or overall just kind of energy that's trying to be activated with this connection, or what has been activated? Okay, so we have the energy of universal love. Okay, so this is very significant and important. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection that we feel to each other, to our planet, and the whole of existence itself. So to me, the universal love energy is going to be your higher soul connections. This is people that have come into your life to help you to understand unconditional love. And so those kinds of connections can be very challenging. It's very difficult sometimes to forgive someone and to love someone unconditionally without those expectations. So that could be a child, that can be a lover. I mean, this could be any kind of a connection. So let's go ahead and get the energies here. We're going to get 5 cards. We have the 5 of Wands. You know, like I said, it's a real struggle. It's a real struggle. It could be that there's a lot of competition perhaps with other people, or a lot of other people that are involved in this situation that make it very difficult for the two of you to basically have this kind of connection. Oh, 3 of Swords. Wow. It could be third party. When I say third party, it could be many parties. But there's a lot of heartbreak and sadness here. It's definitely a heartbreaking situation. I almost feel like it might be necessary in order for somebody to experience heartbreak through this person or this connection in order to understand about forgiveness and healing and unconditional love. So I feel like there's definitely pain here. 3 of Wands. Again, another 3. To me, the 5 of Wands especially means that we're having issues and there's other people involved, drama. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. The 3 of Swords definitely for me can most definitely indicate like other people in the situation, like maybe a lover's triangle or a betrayal, somebody going behind your back. The 3 of Wands is an energy here of waiting for things to change, waiting for somebody to return. There could be a separation here as well, is what I'm seeing. We have the Wheel. The Wheel is something about time. It's about fate. It's about destiny. It's about karma. After a period of time, it may be that something loops back around. I was just noticing the 4s here. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8s are infinity symbols. What comes around goes around. There's some kind of an energy here with this. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So this could involve somebody who is younger than someone else, and it doesn't necessarily mean by age. It could just be somebody's soul still needs to develop. They need to learn. They need to go off in the world. They need to understand something about themselves. They need to understand the value of something. So it could be you. It could be them. This could be a parent-child situation as well. But I definitely feel like somebody has done something that has hurt. You've hurt them or they've hurt you, or it's been back and forth. And so because of this, there needed to be a separation, or needs to be a separation in order for people to heal. But it's like after things happen, after there's some sort of an understanding or learning a lesson, something comes back around. It's destined or karmically ordained to come back around. That's what I'm seeing. So let's tap into this deck here, which is my Twin Flame Oracle, and get some key experiences or key lessons perhaps that are a part of this connection. We have observer. You know, to me, this is a big question mark. We have to observe. This is about maybe perhaps somebody watching someone else while there's the separation. It could be observing this person's development and behavior. Have they grown? Have they changed? What I'm seeing, is that really what I want? So there's a major questioning here. We have the energy of winter. I do feel perhaps that something is frozen in time. There is a separation. There is either no movement in this connection, and at some point down the line, there will be movement once again. But it could be a timing thing. Yeah, and we have guide in the meantime. So again, somebody has to find their way. I do feel like with this one, somebody has to find their way. And, you know, we might be connected to this individual in order to learn this lesson. But they might not be getting it yet. They have to question certain things on their own. They have to go off on their own in order to learn. So I feel like there is a coming together of two people, but then somebody abandons or leaves this connection. It might be very hurtful and very painful that there's this separation, but that's the way it has to be in order for somebody to grow. That's what I'm getting. This right here is called the Fairies Oracle. So let's go ahead and get some advice for you, the person watching the video. Yeah, look at that. Good old-fashioned healing, okay? Healing needs to occur. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has natural ability to heal others, even you. So this could be that this whole situation has helped you to step into your healing abilities. Maybe this heartbreak and this sadness has really triggered you in such a way to where it forced you to have to go within and face a lot of pain and a lot of shadow, but it's helped to guide you to your life's purpose, perhaps. That could be it. But this is also saying that this is time to heal. It's not necessarily a time to come together. So I feel like if you chose number one, you might be in some sort of separation because there was a heartbreak and a challenge, and somebody has to grow here. That Page of Pentacles is still a child. They need to grow, and the only way that they can grow is to go off into the world and experience it and find their way. And I do get the 8 here, which means that once the timing is correct, once this karmic cycle or pattern has been learned, that this person may come back around into your life. But in the meantime, it's about being a guiding light for them, holding them in a space of unconditional love. So that's another way that you're going to be able to heal yourself with this person, is by holding light and love in your heart for them. And it's not about waiting for them to come back, but should they happen to come back, the both of you will be in a much better place, perhaps to have a better connection later on, whether it's romantic, a family situation, or a friendship. But it's all in the name of love. That's what the lesson is, but it's a difficult lesson. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you guys. If it didn't, you guys can always choose number 2 or 3. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2 or the Arcanum or Arcanum Tarot, however you pronounce it, let's go ahead and get into the messages. I can shuffle these cards. All right, so let's go ahead and get an overall energy using the Sacred Activations Geometry Oracle. What is an overall lesson with this particular connection? Okay, well, we have miracle, and it wanted to come up reversed, and that tells me here that some of you might feel like it would take a damn miracle in order for something to shift or change, or it may be that you have felt like a miraculous healing or some sort of like, oh my God, when this person came into your life. But then as quickly as that felt like a miracle, then it felt like a nightmare. That's what I'm getting. Oh, wow. See, it's kind of like the devil's energy is so powerful, so magnetic, right? It can be so enticing, but can also burn you just the same. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So I get a real darkness with this, and I don't mean evil at all. I'm getting the darkness like our shadow, our needs, our dependency, our obsession, just everything. It's like there might be so many things that came up when it came to this individual. Like when they came into your life, it was just like, oh my God, it was the most powerful thing in the whole entire world. You never felt anything like it before, but it also burned you just the same. It like rose you to the heavens and took you to the pits of hell. That is just a metaphor. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Oh yeah. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles, it really provided you with something. It might have been that you and this person had an equal exchange of give and take at one point, and then something happened. Okay. Strength, it really, this very strong connection. Very, very strong connection here. So strong, perhaps, that it could have literally taken you to a point where you were completely obsessed with it. It might even be where you're still stuck now. This might have been something where it totally took over. It took over your entire life. You might feel like that in this moment, where you feel like you cannot shake it, you cannot break free. Literally, you can't stop thinking about it. So this is very, very strong. But I am getting with that Six of Pentacles that this other person actually feels the same. Now, they may not show you. They may be really restraining themselves from opening themselves up to you or even facing you at this time, especially if there's some sort of separation. But I definitely feel like it's an equal like feeling on both sides. You're not the only person that feels the power of this devil's energy for this connection. Look at that, Five of Swords. Five of Swords to me is an ugly card because the Five of Swords means defeat. The Five of Swords means that, sometimes when we jump into the ring, let's just say we jump into the ring with the devil, we get the horns kind of thing. So, or the bull, I should say. But to me, it's kind of like there was no winning with this. There wasn't. You couldn't have done anything different. So some of you guys might be beating yourselves up. I should have done this. I should have done that. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. Just kind of obsessively at this point, going back and forth with all the things that you could have done differently. And I'm getting here from Spirit, you couldn't have done a damn thing differently because you were meant to feel the power of this connection. You were meant to be triggered or faced with some kind of aspect of the devil. It just was meant to, you were meant to be in that devil's energy. And so was this person. And you guys were meant to restrain yourselves, but also meant to strengthen yourselves. And the thing is that the devil's very tricky. The devil's energy, it can become toxic. It can become addictive. It can become obsessive because it sucks you in. It's that powerful. But it takes you in the wrong direction. It takes you towards the darkness instead of the light. And so it's about really restraining yourself and becoming strong and not being defeated by this darkness. So I feel like this connection can be, it's so powerful that it almost like it took you to the dark side. It took you to the dark side of yourself. And sometimes the dark side of ourselves is absolutely necessary for us to basically heal and to become comfortable with that darkness and not fear it and then balance it out with the light. So I feel like this was absolutely necessary for as hard as it's been. Seven of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Cups is a card of fantasy. It's a card of, oh my God, this is my fantasy dream come true. This is the partner of my dreams. This is everything I've ever wished for. And it doesn't mean that it's not, but this for some reason it's so powerful that it has the ability to take you under in the wrong direction, is what I'm getting here. In the wrong direction. So let's take a look and see what is the purpose here. We're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle here. What is the purpose of some of these lessons? Why is the devil coming up? Why is this so powerful? What's the deal? Okay, so to me, this is feminine healing. This person was the perfect recipe for you to get into this part of you in order to heal it. So if you're a divine feminine watching this video, this is very significant, or this is the ultimate feminine in your life. The ultimate person coming through with this feminine energy that just resonated with you on every level. But I feel like more of this message is for divine feminines out there that find yourselves completely taken with this connection. It's meant to help you to heal on some deep, deep feminine level, some core feminine issue that you have. And it might be from lifetimes and lifetimes, but it's somewhere deep. And I feel like that's why the devil's energy is here. It's like it's rooted in you in order to slay the beast once and for all. I love to say that because that's true. I'm getting here that you it has been received. It has. This lesson you have received, like you got it. If you see this person as a certain person in your life. You like, you know that they've come into your life for a reason. You know that they're significant for a reason. You know that there's something to learn from this. You have received it. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've received complete 100% healing, but you've received the knowledge. You have received the signs. You have received something that you need in order to help yourself to clear the devil energy that you have tied to this person and this connection. You can break free and transmute this energy. So this is not about saying that this person is bad for you, that this person and you aren't good for each other, that this person and you will never come together. That is not what this reading is saying. But what this reading is saying is that if you found yourself in a dark place with this individual, where you find yourself obsessed, you find yourself just broken and you can't get past it, this is happening for a reason, because it's helping you to receive the healing that you need to do on a deep core level. This person is literally a lifesaver for you, and it might not feel that way right now, but let me tell you something. When you finally receive what you're looking for, when you finally receive the healing that you're offering yourself, this person just triggered it in you. That's it. They're not really handing it to you. They're a lifesaver in a way, but that's just a metaphor. You are the one that's going to do the healing, not them. And it might be that that's where you're stuck right now, is you are seeing this person as the answer to your prayers. You're seeing them as that lifeline, that they have to come back, that they have to do something in order to hand you your life back. And that is just an illusion. And that's why the devil is here. So there's a really, really difficult lesson that you're having to learn. Your head's in the clouds here. You're very confused with the way that you're thinking and feeling about this whole situation. You already have everything that you need on your own in order to help yourself heal. But that might be where you're struggling right now with this soul connection, is that you feel like this person is the answer and they're not. No one is the answer. I don't care who they are. But this is where the miracle healing is going to take place. That's why it's coming through this way, is because you feel like you are just never going to be able to clear it. You're always going to feel this way about this person. And I'm getting you're not. Okay? And it might feel like a miracle when finally you wake up one morning and you just feel lighter, when you finally feel like you don't need this person, that your thoughts are not completely obsessed about this person. It might feel like a fucking miracle. That's what I'm getting here. So number 2 is really heavy, you guys. It's really heavy. Oh my, I'm telling through this darkness is the freaking answers. You will receive what you need through the darkness. So don't shy away from it. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it, because there is something for you to learn in this devil's energy through all of this feeling defeated, feeling stuck. But I'm also getting, you guys, that this person is receiving the same exact lesson as you. Now, you may not know that, or you may not believe it, but believe it, baby, because I'm telling you, that is the energy of non-belief, the miracle being in the reverse position. You might have a belief that you're the only one that's feeling it, but what I'm getting is that this other person is karmically tied to you, and they're feeling this too. Now, this doesn't mean this is a karmic connection, that it's not a higher soul connection. At the end of the day, what the hell does it even matter, the label of the connection? This is a seriously strong, crazy kind of connection, to where it has moved you on such a deep soul level that you feel like you'll never ever recover and be the same. So to me, that's some pretty powerful stuff. But I'm telling you, through this reading, I'm saying through this reading, the cards that come up just really showcase that you will be able to find your strength and get your head out of the clouds, and to get your head out of the confusion, and to pull yourself out of this devil's energy. You can do it. You can do it. So this person had to trigger all of your dark spots in order for you to get there. Okay? But you on your own are the person that's going to do the healing. That's the message. So let's get, after all that, let's go ahead and get a message from the fairies. This is the fairy oracle. Let's throw some unicorn dust on this, or some wow, I said that wrong. Fairy dust on that. Unicorn dust. What is the message? Oh my, I'm telling you. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Hidden depths. We are talking this connection. It goes deep. I mean, I just said that in the very beginning. This could be like lifetimes of pain, lifetimes of issues, you know? So there's some kind of depth here. It's hidden, like it's there. That's why you got to go into the darkness, though. That's why this person is in your life. I'm getting chills now because this person is meant to trigger all of your darkness. That's why it's so painful. That's why it hurts. That's why you have become maybe obsessed with, I can't forget this. It's hurt me so much. It's literally in the depths of my soul now. I'll never be able to recover. I'm getting you will. You will, okay? But you do have to go through your darkness in order to come out into the light. Look at this feminine. She is facing the light. She's facing the light. Something hidden is about to come to light. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. I can't believe this. Sometimes spirit just works like this, and it blows my mind, because number 2 is very, very heavy. But I am telling you, it is through this connection and what it does to you, and then what you do on your own to heal and transmute this energy. This is absolutely necessary in order to release you. And when you do, it's going to feel like a freaking miracle. Like you never thought that you could be free from feeling this way. Wow. So your greatest enemy, your greatest fear, your biggest rejection, your biggest pain becomes your greatest blessing in this life. That's number 2, you guys. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on into number 3. All right, if you guys chose number 3 or the Tarot de la Nuit, even though I'm not saying that right, that's okay. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. So let's go ahead and get some messages here in regards to your soul contract, your situation. Let's get an overall energy using the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle for this connection. Integration. So this is a frequency in your connection. It says the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So integrating something. Let's take a look. Ooh, 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is about being at a stalemate. It's about 2 people that aren't seeing eye to eye. Okay, so there's an indifference between you and another person. There's a butting of heads, and it's happening for a reason. We have a King of Pentacles. So that could be a person, or that could be you. We have a 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups could be childhood. So this could be a person from your past. This could be a person that you've known for a very long time. This could be a person that you just feel a deep soul connection with, as in you felt like you've known them forever. And I have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is also about an energy that's stuck, needing to see things from a new perspective. And then we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this is about belief systems. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that this soul connection, this could be somebody that you've married. The only reason I'm saying that is because the King of Pentacles can be a husband and the Hierophant can be that marriage. It can be that for some of you. It doesn't have to be. This could also be your father figure, but this could just be anybody in your life. But I feel like there is a butting of heads because of somebody's belief system when it comes to commitment. And you may want to reunite with them. You may want to come together with them, but somebody just doesn't see things the way that you see them. So that's why we have now the energy of integration. This is about taking the positive, what we perceive as positive and negative, and harmonizing both. So this is about you seeing things from someone else's perspective. Not always what we think is the right way is really the correct way for someone else. So it's about seeing other people's perspectives, seeing things from other people's points of view. So this connection helps you to see things in a new way. So that's actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get some of this energy that's tied to this. This is my Twin Flame Oracle. Ooh, okay, well, we have an energy here where somebody might not be as awakened as the other person. And this is about seeing that we need to just allow somebody to have the free will in order to make their choices. Okay. So, if this is a romantic partnership, I'm only going to put it out there. You want something with this individual. You want marriage, you want kids perhaps, you want a family, you want a major commitment here. You want to grow together. This might be somebody that you were with before, there was a separation, you want to reunite with them with that Six of Cups energy. You feel like you belong together. The Hanged Man is an energy of needing to see things from a new perspective, becoming awakened, okay? You might be very devoted to this individual. It's stuck right now. Two of Swords is stuck energy, so is the Hanged Man. So something is stuck in this connection. So what it's doing is it's giving you the opportunity perhaps to see things from their perspective. Well, what I'm getting here from this is that the perspective that you need to see them in is that you have to give them the opportunity to choose you or to not choose you. Either way, it's possible. It's possible that they will or they won't, but you have to be okay with either way. So this is about not putting your life on hold, waiting on this person. If you want marriage and you want children, if you're, let's just say, a female, this is somebody who, it doesn't mean that they won't change, but you need to make sure that you understand free will, that you understand that not every single thing that you want will be, because you're dealing with another person. Now, if there's certain things that you want to create for yourself that have to do with you and your own energy, you can create anything you want. But when it's attached to another person, you can't interfere with their free will. So you can be devoted as you want to, devoted to this dream, devoted to this way of thinking, devoted to this person, but it doesn't mean that it will change the way of what they want and how they feel. So there's some sort of a lesson for you to learn something about free will if you chose number 3. Seeing that sometimes people just aren't on the same page. Sometimes people just don't have the same values. Sometimes people just don't want the same things, and that's okay. And maybe we realize, well, this person doesn't want what I want. That's okay. I'm going to devote my time elsewhere. So this is about moving past whatever this is. We don't see eye to eye. Maybe it's just not meant to be. I'll devote my time and energy towards something else. Now, it could even be that, let's just say this is not a romantic connection and this is just a friend perhaps, or maybe even a business partner. The same energy applies, where it is about having to see things somebody else's way, seeing that maybe somebody just doesn't see things the way that you do, or they don't want the same things you do. So it's about accepting that and being okay with that and learning to work with this person despite your belief systems and despite theirs. It's about working with this individual to integrate your lives together, even though you guys might not be on the same exact page, okay? So sometimes that works and other times it won't work. So it depends on where you're at with this situation. Can you work with this person? Can you accept what they're throwing down? Or do you not want to accept it? And do you want to move forward towards something that is more in alignment with you? The choice is yours. So the main lesson here is free will, realizing that the best thing to do is to not be attached to a particular outcome and to invest in things for yourself, not really to get something from someone else. That's the lesson here. So let's go ahead and get the final message from the fairies. That one was a pretty short and cut and dry one. Motivation. What motivates you? What makes you feel good? So it says, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. So again, if you've been thinking about how you want perhaps a commitment and you want maybe somebody to return to your life, this is about not sitting around and waiting for this person to return to your life. This is about getting motivated and starting to move forward and to do things actively in your own life to get things going, okay? When we're stagnant, because I do see a stagnant energy here, Two of Swords is very stagnant. When we're stuck, nothing's changing. But suddenly when we start moving forward and we're just focusing on living life, it's kind of a miracle the way that things seem to happen. So I'm getting here that if you guys are waiting for somebody to change, don't. Change yourself. If this person is meant for you, or they're going to come back, or whatever's meant to happen is going to happen anyways. So it's about just living your life in the meantime. And if someone is telling you, nope, I don't want this, I don't want that, I'm not on the same page as you, rather than sticking around and staying stuck and staying devoted to this particular plan, realize that you have the free will to move forward in any direction that makes you happy, things that motivate you, things that make you feel alive. If this situation is not making you feel alive, it's time to move on. And or it can be time to just accept that this is where this person is at, and you just do you instead in the meantime. And maybe they'll come back and maybe they won't. But either way, you're going to be living your life, and you're going to be happy, and things are going to just be paved on the way forward. That's just what I'm seeing. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.